Fay Weldon, welcome to BBC News. How will you remember Doris Lessing?
Oh, just as a great person and a great writer and a colleague and a companion to whom one could talk, who made jokes. It's a great loss. She was a fixture in one's life, and now she's gone. A great writer, something great goes with her, one says so.
And a writer very difficult to pigeonhole, I presume, because of the breadth of the things she wrote about.
Well, she wrote about everything. This was the great thing. Every book was different. Every book took on a different dimension, was about some other preoccupation, which is what a good writer should be doing. She was very curious about everything that happened, and she was as well acquainted with inner space as with outer space. She wrote science fiction too, in which she would write about the workings of the human heart. It was, I think, her breadth of interest and her breadth of style and every kind of thing. She would write from music to opera to novels to film, everything.
And refreshingly, unafraid of controversy, prizing her freedom, which allowed her to write whatever she wanted.
Oh, of course, yes, and she was very brave. I think this is what it is. She was courageous. She was not afraid of what people would say. She was not really all that interested in the reception of her novels. She didn't try to sell them or to please, but she wrote with a great integrity and also with a great kind of morality. They were almost parables, which didn't mean that they were serious or not diverting, because they were. But as it were, she saw the truth that fiction, I think she saw fiction as being more true than fact, as it were, that you got to the truth of things by inventing alternative universes. This was her pride and joy, and she did.
What do you think her greatest achievement has been across that huge body of work?
Well, I think she was just a most remarkable writer, and we won't see her like again. The achievement, I think, of writing so many books for so long, maintaining her interest and her concern for humanity, her sense of the sweep of history, and her ability to place human beings in it.
How relevant do you think her early writing is to this day?
Oh, yes, it's relevant. The Golden Notebook, which she wrote back in 1952, was about a world which has indeed changed, but she was the person to change it because she was able to look at the world, 1962 it was, look at the world at the time, I mean, she didn't describe herself as a feminist. She didn't want to be pigeonholed as such, but writing about the world as she saw it, you look at it and see it is indeed a feminist book because she is so. By which I mean she didn't blame men for the sort of alarming nature of society at the time, but yet was very conscious of what was going on, very aware, very sensitive indeed to what was going on around her.